All right, welcome everyone. Happy Thursday. Let's get straight into this. Boom. Start with silver. We did have a beautiful distribution up here, which we just missed. Yeah, unfortunately. Here it is. It didn't give us the best entry, but yeah, you would have seen this on yesterday's video. We did pre-plan for it. And for now, yeah, we're just in this demand POI, most likely going to push through it and hopefully sweep some extreme liquidity and mitigate some demand loss. So that's it for silver, really. Yeah, I'll keep this whole market check pretty short and sweet, straight to the point. We front ran this supply and have created more supply in the meantime. Yeah, so we've front ran supply, as you can see, and we've created more supply in the meantime. No other key POIs I'm interested in here, at least looking at it right now. Technically, you have this, which has been mitigated. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Yeah, we'll leave that as is. Oil. We do have this. It is a schematic, but it's very low probability. You can see we got two very, very heavy demand zones below us, so there's a lot of things preventing price from dropping back down, and then you've got this supply above us as well. Yeah, like in terms of this, it's very low probability. I've got a chart up anyways just to see how price moves, but yeah, you've got demand here, you've got demand here. Ideally, you would have liked a mitigation first before moving up higher to make that third tap and then coming back down where there's now no demand. But now, as you can see, there's two heavy sets of demand, so yeah. From a distribution perspective, I'm not really liking this. If anything, I would like to catch some very local moves in here, maybe even like have a run up to here and then take profits here, and obviously take profits at the range low. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing with the oil for the time being. Let's go from the top. Euro USD. We do have supply above us. Right there. And yeah, even like here, there's nothing really to monitor. Everything's kind of been mitigated. Yeah, that's all being mitigated. So yeah, pretty straightforward in Euro USD. Kind of just wanting to see more price movement. Now I think I did have something chart up here. Yes, GBP USD. We're so far moving close, but I wouldn't really be convinced until we get a nice mitigation here. Optimal scenario, very similar to oil. I would like a very low time frame scalp in here. in a low time frame accumulation, because we do have now got some supply above us, so that's definitely going to hold price up or price down to some degree. Like so. So yeah, I would like to see ideally would have liked to see a move up, but look, if the entries are clean, then you can always enter and then just be wary of what happens here and get ready to take profits. Let's have a look at the volume area. Yeah, you've got this supply around both volume area EQ and also volume area low, so all around this supply is fairly significant, which is why I would definitely keep it on this chart. But yeah, for now I would just watch patiently for these local moves. Yeah, leave this as is. We still have our alert set, I believe. Yeah. Awesome. AUD/USD. Not much here. We do have some form of structure supply as well. Yeah, so we do have structure supply, but then below us is not really a clean, you know, demand POI. You have this, which is valid. And it has been mitigated. Yeah, that's it for AUD/USD. Nothing really much more to do than wait for price to move off any one of these POIs. USD CAD ran through this very minute demand. We've probably created some form of demand low, I would like to think. We have. We've obviously swept all the liquidity that was here. You kind of have some structured supply above. Which you could definitely use. Yeah. It's valid, but it's not the cleanest, but it's there. It's not the cleanest, but it is there. And then you also have this demand here. Same thing. This, as opposed to the supply, this demand doesn't. Oh, to be fair, both of them don't really do much. Like, they're just there. So we'll kind of see what price reacts and when. GBP JPY ran through that supply. I'll remove this. Still expecting lower, but first I would like to see us move into this supply, which we're kind of slowly getting there. If anything, I would pre-plan for something like this. Not confirmed yet. Actually, this might just be confirmed. Okay. This is officially now a range. And yeah, ideally I would like price to do something like this. Create that tap 1. And then have a nice slow return to zone, tap 2. Or maybe, ideally mitigate this and then trickle down all the way into here. That would be pre-planning for GBP JPY, which I will leave as is. GBP NZD. Yeah, I think I had charted this yesterday, or I would have. Whether it was on camera or after, but it's just not that clean and I'm not too much of a fan of it. Point being because you're setting up for a distribution which has also accumulated here, indicating price will most likely go higher, and we have also broken through this most optimal reversal level. So there's not much reason for price to just randomly reverse now when it's already accumulated and it's also broken through this resistance, the most powerful resistance level there was, showing that it wants to go higher. So I'm not even going to pay much attention to that one. And we had a GBP USD. Sorry, I do have notifications on my phone as well for this. Yeah, here, as I said, I would like a clean entry. If it can grab that, yeah, this is not a tap 2 because it never actually deviated. Just be very careful of that if you're looking at this. But yeah, I'm still just gonna wait here. I would really like to see this demand mitigated first before I make any decisions. And I would like to see at least into here a slow grind down. So we'll leave that as is. Euro GBP. Nothing really happening here. I'm just gonna wait a bit more. Euro NZD. We have some decent lows. Very decent lows stacking up. Like you can see here, that's our Wyckoff low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So all these lows can get taken using, like, with the flush effect of the return to zone. In terms of POIs in here, the only POI I can sort of see, like, you have technically this, but it's just a bit too close to, like, you can use it. I will have it there for now. I do like this POI just because it's also a deviation above that tap 1, which is always a higher confluence. You always want In the optimal scenario, you want your tap 3 a deviation above your tap 1. If it's a distribution, obviously, if it's an accumulation, you want a deviation below your tap 1. So yeah, these are our two liquidity POIs which we will pay close attention to. USD CHF. Shout out to my stomach if anyone has heard that. Is that the demand? It is the demand. And you do have this Asia high. To be aware of. So we will see what happens. Yeah, and there is quite a bit of supply as well above us, so definitely proceed with caution. Not really interested in anything at the moment for USD against the Swiss franc. Yeah, there's really nothing interesting me at the moment. Even from like a local perspective, it's just not that clean. Yeah, I'm going to kind of leave this as is. Anything else I'm just forcing. And then, yeah, this USD JPY is still on. We obviously have demand below, but just something we'll have to be aware of. But yeah, ideally, if we can start slowing down and slowly climbing up into this extreme liquidity POI, then I will be looking for shorts. So watch this space here. AUD CAD, yeah, still pro distribution, so still very much so pro distribution, and I am looking for some form of retracement back into the supply. If I can catch a distribution here, I'll be absolutely wrapped. NZD against the Canadian dollar. We can see this has all been mitigated. What I should have done was actually look on a lower time frame. This kind of has been mitigated as well. There you go. You do have the find POI in here. That is valid. That is a valid POI. Whereas here, everything has been mitigated. So yeah, I'm kind of just waiting to see what price does here. We still have this range. It's not the nicest just because technically speaking, this would be a range. And as a matter of fact, it probably should be the correctly drawn range right here. Yeah, this obviously completed itself. Beautiful, beautiful schematic. Looks like it's accumulating again, funnily enough. But nothing is really, it's already been completed, so I'm not going to be looking for any return, any like pullbacks to try and long back up to the top of the range. The schematic is being done. Finito, you can do a big blue tick on it if you want. And yeah, just because I've already done this, well, it's already been completed, I can remove all this as it is no longer of, it should no longer be of interest to us. And then we got GBP AUD. Same thing, POIs are still set. So yeah, nice and easy one today for a Thursday. We've only been going for 22 minutes. So yeah, to sum up, I will be monitoring GBP USD, seeing how we're moving in here. I'll be waiting to see how price reacts off this supply. And other than that, everything else is pretty sweet. So yeah, take your notes, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.